Surprise, surprise is the president. Can't you see that I'm in my element? I might just decide to slide on my enemies. I go along on a glide for the hell of it. I'll bring a different...
Hi guys, it's Kayla Love and I'm back with my first video. What? Are you dumb? Anyway, so today we're going to be talking about pet peeves while I do my hair, because yo, just imagine what we're doing here. What we're doing here? Crazy. Right, so let's get into it. We're going to be talking about pet peeves, and I just feel like this video is needed, you know, because people need to understand the foolishness that they be getting up to, right? Whoa, sweating the rust. Right, so first one is chewing really loudly. Now, let's not lie, you know, like, okay, so you know them ones, yeah, where you'll be like, just, let's say you're sitting on the, you're just sitting somewhere and somebody's near you and they're like chewing gum or like just chewing anything, and they're just like, I'm just like, I need to oxygenize myself because it's too crazy for me. Like, I can't do it. Like, you don't have to chew that loud. Like, what you, no, seriously, but what are you doing? Like, seriously then, seriously, what are you trying to do here? Because what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Do you need to do that? Is it by force, brother? It's not needed. Chew with your mouth closed. Chew with your mouth closed. Like, I can't lie, sometimes it gets away from me and I'll be chewing my gum like just, and I don't realize, but then I clock it and I'm like, oh, I'm moving nuts. I need to like slow down with that. I need to slow down with that because that's a bit nuts. Okay, another one, clicking your pen. Now this only happens to me when I'm like at school, you know, in college, and like you'll just be in class and someone's like tapping their pen on the table or just bare clicking it. Like, I heard that clicking your pen is like a stress reliever, but I just feel like find a less annoying stress reliever, because your stress reliever is now giving me stress. Okay, you're aiding my stress right now, and I don't appreciate that energy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't appreciate that energy. Like, that stress reliever is now giving me some stress, and now it's like it's not a healthy cycle, is it? So clicking your pen, allow all of that. Don't do all of that. What are you doing? No, seriously. seriously. Another pet peeve of mine is, okay, so you know when you're walking on the street, you're just walking and somebody is walking in front of you, but like you're like trying to get where you're trying to go, so you're walking like at a decent pace. You're like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? But the person in front of you is just like, is strolling like they have all the time in the world. And it's like, okay, cool, have all the time in the world. I'm not saying don't have all the time in the world, but don't walk in front of man. Like, move to the side. Just bear walking slow. Like a subsection to that, when you're just walking in the middle of the pavement. What are you in the middle for? Seriously. What are you in the middle for? Like, bear standing in the middle of the gaff. You know? Out here thinking, Rust clash. You just own the whole pave, don't ya? Yeah, man. I know you do. You're on the whole pave. Yeah, but you need to move out my way. Literally, what happened one time, yeah, I was trying to get to where I needed to go and somebody was walking really slow in front of me. So obviously I was like, okay, cool, fine, I'll just walk around them. But you know them ones where they kind of move, they keep moving sideways, and I'm like, I don't know. At one point you start to think they're doing it on purpose. At one point you start to think they're doing it on purpose, because like, okay, cool, I'm not trying to get more and more agitated walking behind you, so I'm trying to move around you, but you're doing up sway like Ronald Ledclerc shit. It's like, babes, just let me just bypass you, everything will be fine. I can get where I need to go, you can continue to take your sweet time and everything will be dandy. But no, so you're just taking up the whole space, taking up the whole road. Okay, as if this is your road, it's not. And also something else, when people, okay, so you know when you're walking, let's say you're walking down the street, no, it's somebody else, right? Like, you're walking behind this person, they're walking down the street, and then they just randomly turn around. They might have been walking the wrong way or whatever, but they just randomly turn the other direction. Well, now you're just looking in and they're manning. You're just looking right in their face because they just abruptly switch directions, and it's like, ugh. Look where you're going, McGee. Like, see me, yeah? When I'm walking and I've walked the wrong direction, I just firm it. I'm just like, oh my days, I've walked the wrong direction. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue walking the wrong direction for a little bit more until I find a way to smoothly turn around. You know, just smoothly. I might walk around the post box. I might bloody just get all the way to the traffic light and cross there and just go the other direction, because I can't. Because I feel like, you know, when you feel like someone's watching you just do some crazy shit. So it's like, bruh, I went the wrong way and I'm just gonna randomly turn around. No, B. That's not how the thing's set, B. So you know what, in these COVID times, this one is too mad. When you're on the bus, yeah, and like somebody on the bus just like coughs. It doesn't have to be like a crazy cough, but like just coughs in general. You're thinking, are you being serious right now? Like, literally, it's a habit of mine, but anytime I'm on the bus and that happens to me, like I'm sitting on a bus, it usually happens on the top deck. I don't know what is up with the top deck, but something's going on with the top deck. Something's going on with the top deck, because every time I'm on the top deck, someone wants to cough, and I'm like, I immediately just put my mask on. You know, like my mask will be like here, you know, when you put it here, because you want to breathe. And they go, ugh! And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Because what are you doing? Okay, like,
put a mask on.
What are you doing? No, seriously though, like seriously, what are you doing? But sometimes these people are moving nuts with it. Like, they'll cough like just hacking, and I'm like, okay, if you're hacking like that, you need to stay at home, because it's getting out of hand now. It's getting out of hand now. What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? seriously, what are you doing? Because what is that? No, seriously. Seriously, what is that?
What is that? What is that?
That coughing thing can't run. In these times, are you nuts? You're going crazy. Okay, so another pet peeve of mine is when people sniff their food. Don't get me wrong, you can smell your food, like, oh, you know, like when you have some nice food and you're like, oh, it smells really good. Calm, do that, right? But when you're like, when you got your food, yeah, and you're just like a little puppy, what are you doing? Because I just find that really rude, especially if somebody cooked for you and you're sniffing the food and you're doing up that, you know, like that stinged up face. Just it smells alright, or it smells a bit funky, you know. Just keep it to yourself, please, because I find that so disrespectful. After someone's now cooked for man, and you wanna go and be rude and sniff up my thing. Better get out my yard, get out my house today. Get out of here today. Okay, deriving off of the food situation. Now, call me greedy, yeah? Listen, no, I have to explain myself, because people are gonna start thinking I'm just some greedy John, right? If I have my food and I'm eating my food, and then you now get your, wherever your hands was at, and you get it and you put it in my food and take food out of my thing, I can't have that. I'm so sorry, because it's like, it's not even like don't take my food. It's like you didn't even ask me. You just grabbed it out of man's thing. Like if you asked me, I would have said yes. Do you know what I mean? I would have said, yeah, go on, take a couple. You know? But he was like, yeah, I'm just going to take it. First of all, that's rude. I'm so sorry, but first of all, that's rude. Collect some manners from somewhere. Okay, second of all, your hands can be dirty in the Ross, and I don't know. Now look, my food's all contaminated. Contaminated. Oh, okay. But then the roles have reversed. And I want to now grab your thing because you just grabbed my thing, and you're like,
no, you can't have any because and I'm
like, oh. When you grabbed my thing, what did I say? I said, calm. Like, you could have asked, but calm. Right? So when I'm like, can I have some of yours? And you're like, nah. it's now rude. Very rude. Some people are very rude, like seriously, like this used to happen to me when I was in secondary school. I can't lie, I now realize what people are thinking about. Okay, so in like, you know, when like you're in secondary school, year 7, year 8, year 9, maybe year 10, and you get on the bus and you're laughing and you're joking with your friends and you're making up bare nice and you're just having fun, yeah? That's all fun and games until you're older, like year 11, college ages, you know, 17, 18, 19, and you get on the bus with your one friend, because now you have one friend instead of 16 friends. I wouldn't even talk about it, okay? But you're on the bus with your one friend having a normal conversation, inside voices, and then a couple school kids just want to come in and start talking bare loud, like shouting the Ross. And I'm just thinking, like, you don't have to talk that loud. There's not even that many of you. What, three of you, and you can't have a normal conversation without disrupting the whole gaff. That's crazy to man. That's crazy to man. Okay, and not just like school students, like just people that talk really loudly on the phone. Just, I don't want to hear your business. I can hear your whole business. Yes, I know Sheila cheated on you, and I know that the kitchen is dirty and nobody wants to wash up the dishes, but I didn't want to know it. Okay, I didn't want to know that information. Okay, so we need to just thank you. Okay, so now the last one, which I don't know if it's like a pet peeve, but it's like, it's just like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's just like, I can see what you're doing and it don't make no sense. When somebody presses the button loads of times, so that could be like, if you're on the bus, someone will press the stop button, but they're bing, 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 and it's like, well, it's not gonna make the bus stop any faster. We're at a traffic light, okay? Have a deep breath, okay? And just wait for the bus to get to its journey. Okay, or if you're at the when you're standing at the traffic light to cross, let's say I press the button, the next person will come and just start pressing the button, bear, and it's like, that's not gonna make the traffic light stop any faster. There's a schedule, okay? It will stop even if you don't press it, okay? It's just a little bit faster when you do press it. What I'm saying is, it doesn't make it faster. Like, you just need to wait, you need to be patient. There's a little time schedule that goes on in that thing, and you going ping, ping, ping on the thing is not gonna make it get there any quicker. Wait, please. If you're missing your bus, miss it. Okay, cross the road without it going red. Okay, but don't keep pressing it as if it's gonna go faster, because it's not. It's just giving you something to do while you wait for it, and you're like, oh yeah, but it works though. No, it doesn't. You just think it works because that's what you're doing. Okay. And another one, when you're in the elevator, and you know, like when you go in the elevator, you press the button, like let's say number 7, and the door closes and it goes. Some elevators have that button that closes the doors. Now, how that button works, guys, are you ready, guys? You press the button and the door closes. You don't press the button, press the button, and the door closes faster. I don't know what it is about these people and buttons and things going faster, because that's really not how it works. Okay, the button works, you press it, it does its job. It does its job in its own time, not in yours. Okay, but we're gonna move on from that before I get so I just quickly did a little schmickle baby hair thing. Nothing too crazy. It doesn't look amazing, but we're not gonna talk about that. And I did little spring onions on the side. Spring onions! Anyway, so that was all for my video about pet peeves. Comment down below what are some of your pet peeves so I can read them, so I can think to myself, oh yeah, I didn't say that one. Yeah. And make sure you like and subscribe. I'm gonna put it right. I'm gonna give myself a bit of work and put it right here. Watch it not work. Watch it not move with my hand. Watch it not move with my hand. Alright, if not, it's gonna be right there. Okay, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've been Kayla Love, and I'll see you guys later.